All right, hello, and welcome to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're all having a good day out there. It is Thursday. Weekend is almost here. Congratulations, you've almost made it. It is still really cold out, I've been noticing. It's very, very cold. And the snow is not melting, so you probably have those big piles all over your curbsides and all that stuff, and visibility is tough. A lot of accidents out there because of this stuff. We were listening to all the traffic reports today, and it was people are getting in a lot of crashes. I think that has to do with the snow. A lot of visibility issues around the corners, a lot of glare off the snow when the sun hits it. So all that stuff. Tyler, you don't have to see. You can just walk by. It's okay. Tyler Neufeld producing here, getting these guests all set up. We'll talk about the guests right now. We got a bunch of guys from the, I think we have all three captains. I think maybe we're missing one captain, but that's for a very good reason, which we'll talk about. But the Triton hockey team is in the house. Triton boys hockey team. I don't know if you saw these guys. They absolutely caught fire at the end of the year, made a great run through the state tournament, lost the other night, but it was a great run, and we got to watch a lot of them this year, and the Triton guys are going to join us here to kind of wrap up their great winter season. They really battled. It was not the best showing. I think we'll talk very little about the final game the other night because Coach Ryan Sheehan was texting with him earlier, and he said, "Well, I wish we could have put up a better fight the other night." It wasn't for a lack of effort, of course, but the Triton guys got beat the other day. A game they just couldn't really find their footing in their state tournament game the other night. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but mostly we'll keep it to what a great season it was for these Triton Vikings hockey guys, because it truly was great battle, great effort. And we got some of the guys in the house. I think a couple returning guests. I recall a couple of the faces. I struggle with the names after all these years of doing this show. They all kind of mix together. But I know some of these guys. So we'll get them set up here in just a minute, bring them in, and we'll talk Triton hockey in just a moment. Again, hope you're all having a good day. Follow the show at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. That's at Joppa, Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. Let's see. We had what was else in the news today? Obviously, the weather's the big story. It is going to warm up tomorrow. Friday's going to warm up, melt some of that snow away, so that is good. If you didn't do the sidewalks or whatever, you'll get the chance to kind of clear the sidewalks and do all that stuff. There is the Jessie Correa there, in the woman that was killed in Boston last week. There's a vigil for her tonight. Services start tomorrow for Jessie Correa. Just that horrible story there in Boston. Story that so many people I think relate to, because just a woman leaving a bar. I know Boston police have really stepped up patrols this week in the aftermath of that. City councilors are calling for hearings on this death of Jessie Correa and on Boston safety post nightclubs, post Boston bars. So just a terrible story there, of course. What else do we have going on this morning? Did you see the trash truck that flipped over there in Dorchester? Closed a bunch of lanes. That's never good. Trash all over the place. Never a good story. Oh, very sad story. Jeopardy! Alex Trebek announcing he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Very sad to see that. He vows to fight on and keep working and all that stuff, which is probably, I think that's what we were talking about that, my wife and I, last night. It's probably what I would do. Keep working. People are like, wow, it's going to be tough. He guy has all the money in the world. You would think he'd just go focus on the illness, but I don't know. There's so much downtime. It's like you got to keep living your life, and hopefully he can fight and beat that. I know the numbers aren't great, which he mentioned last night, but he said with all the support and the prayers and all that good stuff, Alex Trebek vows to beat the cancer diagnosis that he just got. So we'll keep him in our thoughts. A bunch of stations choosing to ditch the Michael Jackson music with, I haven't had a chance to see it myself, but I hear it's pretty powerful. The Neverland documentary that HBO put out last week, I guess it was Sunday and Monday, 2-part series. I guess it's pretty powerful stuff, looking into the kind of that dark side of Michael Jackson and the deal with all these young people. A lot of stations started in Canada. A lot of Canadian stations ditched Michael's music first, and now a lot of them here in the U.S. are choosing not to play Michael Jackson's music. We've seen this with several artists now, including a man who's been all over the news the last couple of days, R. Kelly, too. Those explosive interviews on CBS this morning, R. Kelly and Gayle King. And at one point I thought Gayle King was going to stop the interview, but great job keeping her composure as R. Kelly was kind of standing up and pounding his chest and yelling and saying this is stupid and ridiculous and everything's a lie. So I thought that was very good composure by Gayle King there in a tough spot for CBS. But R. Kelly seems to be I don't know. It's a story that's in the news every day. And even this morning we wake up to a new story. He was ordered back to jail overnight and was told to stay there because he had not paid child support. So that's a completely different issue than all those sex abuse charges he's charged with. So a lot of that stuff in the news. I guess after hearing all that, it's time for a weekend, right? So we'll get to some of the lighter topics here. And again, we'll bring in the Triton guys here in just a moment on Afternoon Drive. Again, my name is Drew Moholland, joined by Lexi Foley producing the radio side, Tyler Neufeld on the TV side, David Kramer, Sarah Hayden all in the house as we get you ready for the Triton captains and these Triton hockey members to recap their season. And again, follow us at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. So why don't I get out of the way? We'll start talking about that in just a moment. We'll bring these guys in, set them all up, and a little Triton hockey show up next. Keep it here. My name is Drew Moholland, and it's Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. Welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Again, we are joined today by the Triton boys hockey team. 4 members. I counted 3 when I walked in, but now we're at 4. We're adding as we go. Anybody else coming, boys? This is it. All right, this is going to be it. Connor Beavers from left to right. Connor Beavers, you can wave. There you go. Sam Rennick, the back row there. TJ Regan, Ben Fougier. Connor and Ben, both goaltenders. So that is good. We kind of get. I always say the goaltenders are kind of quirky, right? So you guys probably have some weird stories to talk about. That'll be good. TJ, I don't think you've been on the show before, right? No, I know you, the goalies haven't. I know Sam has. Sam was one of our favorite guests back in the day. Are you wearing this? You are wearing the same shirt. Yeah, this is like your radio shirt. Yeah. Sam I Am shirt. It's the good luck shirt. All right, very good. So boys, congratulations on a great season. You guys caught fire there towards the end, which was pretty cool. Yeah. We watched you make a great run. The mic's right in front of you. TJ, why don't you start by telling us what this year was like for you?
It was unreal. Yeah. I didn't think we could go that far, but we did it.
Yep.
Pulled through. The chemistry in the locker room at the end of the year we were tight, always hanging out.
That's cool. Good. That makes it a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a good experience.
I remember we had Sam on individually last time, and he was saying the same thing. It's just a tight group. And obviously, you don't get too far without great goaltending, and you guys are always talking about both goaltenders. I know, Benny, you were getting the start there at the end of the year. What was it like playing in those tourney games?
It was a great experience, of course. Not a lot of us have been in the tournament before, so it was a great experience, and like they said, we just had a tight knit group, so it was good to make that run with these guys.
What's it like? Those tournament games are tough because it's like you can just have an off night and be one and done. You know, it's a lot of great teams just get shocked right off the bat. As the goaltender, it's if you have an off night in hockey, if you're going to get some shots on goal. So if you're just way off, you know. It's on you. It's a little extra pressure,
especially. Right? But it's all momentum based. So just swing goals. They can change a game in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And so
try to give few of those up, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
As little as possible. Mm-hmm. Connor, what's it been like? I know you said you're backing him up, but everybody I talked to says you'd be a starter on a lot of teams. But Benny is obviously a one of a kind. What's it been like? Sharing the practice time with this guy all year. There must be some good battles out there.
Practice is just amazing. I love practicing with these guys, especially with Ben.
Yeah.
We've been playing goalie, competing with each other since we were just kids.
Yep.
Battling for spots, playing for teams. Every day is just a new experience with him.
Yeah. Does he make you better, you think, going up?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Do you guys probably scrimmage back and forth, so it's probably nice to have 2 solid goaltenders, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Sam, do you even care who gets you, what goalie you get in practice, or?
I hate getting Connor. I think it's harder to score on Connor, honestly. Ben, I think I got Ben solved, but not Connor.
You've had enough practice with him?
Yeah, cheat on me.
Benny's kind of saying, I don't think he's going to be solved, but Sam, what was it like? You've had a lot of experience, obviously, a lot of ice time over the 4 years here. What was it like playing in this tournament game and making a real nice run here to kind of end it?
It was awesome playing in these games. The first game, wicked nervous. Probably.
Were you really?
Wicked nervous. I was.
You're kind of cool,
ice.
Calm, and collected guy.
I know. I don't know why I was like that. First game though, I was like, oh boy, this could be the end. I'm looking at the ice and I'm like tearing up a little bit. I'm like, this could be the end.
Tearing up. We're getting
Second
emotional
game,
already. God.
Went into Masco and, we were all feeling good. The whole team was feeling good, but in the end, we wanted to win that game, but I don't think a lot of us knew we were going to win.
All right, let's stop there for a second because let's talk about that. That was kind of the win that everybody was like, whoa, all right, Triton's here. That Masco team is, for those of you who did not get to see Masco, they were good. That is a good hockey team. They were big, strong, fast, everything. Goaltending, they had it all. They kind of rolled through the Cape Ann League, right? Would they lose 1 or 2 games? And
I think 2. Yeah.
Just 2. I
Weren't
mean,
they 17 and 2?
17 and 2. Yeah, I mean they were getting Super 8 consideration, which is the not even the D1 tournament. For those of you who don't know, that's like the better than the D1. That's like the elite of the elite in the state, the best of the best. Thank you. So you guys went in there, and just I remember looking at Twitter. I wasn't at the game, but I checked on Twitter just to see what you guys were at, and I thought it was a misprint. I was like, wait, Triton's up 3-0. What?
Yeah.
I think it was 3-0, whatever it was. But you guys came out firing. What happened that night?
We were just feeling good.
Just feeling good?
We were just feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it was all momentum swings, and we had a.
I thought you were going to say it was old goaltending.
No, but goalie as well. But, no, we got that first goal right off the bat, and then I don't know. We just started firing on that. We got our shots in. We took our opportunities, and
Who got the first one? It's the first one in the room.
Tommy Gerard.
Gerard. Okay.
Gerard.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
player.
it was a nice tip, but yeah, and then after that, we just kept battling. The momentum was our way the whole game.
Yeah. How nice is it as a goaltender get that first goal? Now you're playing with a lead. Does it take any pressure off or not really?
Loads.
Loads, yeah.
Loads, yep. Up until that first goal, it's just I don't know. It's just a mind game for sure.
First period goal though, right? You didn't have to wait too long.
No, maybe
It was nice.
first 5 minutes or so.
My first shift.
There,
Yeah.
so this is on.
Tommy
There you go.
scored
You were out there. Plus one for
nice.
you.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Make sure that was noted. Just kidding. It's same deal though. TJ takes a lot of pressure off when you get that first goal. It must be great playing with a lead, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
And Sam, I know you guys have actually, Triton was kind of known as like the comeback kids for a while, probably in your early years. I remember you guys were always making like late scrambles to the tournament, and even this year you caught fire towards the end.
Yeah.
But it must have been nice, like, wow, we're going to get a couple goal lead here. This is a beautiful thing with one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, well, going into it, it was the big bad wolves of Masco. You know, that's how everyone looked at Masco. They were the big boys. They were supposed to smoke us, and we went in. Not gonna lie, we went in. We
It
felt
was all
good.
the mindset.
We wanted to win
The
that game,
mindset
but I
was
don't think a
we're
lot
gonna
of
win
us
this
knew
game.
we were taking that one.
Really?
I don't think a lot of us knew we were taking that. But after the first goal, it was like, all right, we're feeling good. We got a chance.
Yeah. Did you
it
guys
just
like that?
kept going.
Did you like that underdog card at all?
Oh, I loved it.
I
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Like, you were like smiling as you were saying it over there, so I figured that was the case. Who does the any pregame speech there before Masco or?
There wasn't there?
Oh, who?
By you? Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Sam's going no, and you guys are going yeah. There was actually.
We got a lot of leaders.
What? All right, you seem to remember it, Connor. What did he say?
I don't
Please
know
keep it
exactly.
clean if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know exactly. But
Something like everybody doubted us, right?
yeah, a lot of people were just
Nice,
no
nice
one
play.
thought we would win. So he was just.
Do you remember it?
putting
You got it
our
written
head
down still? Can you go back to it?
No, it was little sum it up thing. It was just everyone here. They're all doubting us. They're here to support us, but I don't think a lot of them think we're gonna win. I go, we're too small. They're a lot bigger than us, and they were bigger than our team. But in the end, it's the fight and the dog, you know.
There you go. Very good. So you were the guy that stepped up. I like that, Sam. Very good. And of course you get that win. What's the final on that one? 5-1?
5-1.
4
5-1.
5-1. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you all said the same score. And then so you beat Masco, which was obviously. And then at that point, you're probably legitimately thinking you can probably win the whole thing now, right? Nobody can stand in our way. Obviously, you guys said you was it Boston Latin? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're always perennially tough. You guys said it was a combination of them being tough, and you guys didn't feel like you brought it on that night, which will happen, of course. But what's that like? Is that in that final shift? Because it was kind of reverse Masco. You guys were you were out of it in those final minutes, really. What's is it kind of like, all right, well, that was a good run, or is it frustration? When do you get to kind of sit back and say that was a great season?
I don't think you get to say that. I don't know. Like, it's a good
Still?
season.
Really? Still
and all,
won't
but
say
don't
it?
Get me wrong. It
Still not happy over there?
I don't know. I mean, it's awesome to make it to the playoffs, and it's good that we made it past the first 2 games. But in the end, I definitely wish we.
Tournament wins are gold, man. 2
I know.
tourney wins, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I think after last season though, I think last year was really where the frustration was, with me at least.
Yeah.
But this year, I mean, I was very happy with what we did with the season.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a great time with all the guys, and we made a run for it. And even with that last game, I mean, catch it on a different day, it might have been a different story, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was very proud, for sure.
Absolutely. What's
was
it
a
like?
good run.
It was a good run.
It was a good run.
Best, I think. I was that Masco team. I know they handled Newburyport pretty good. And you guys always battle Newburyport tough. Can we talk about that rivalry for a second? Because I think I've talked with Sam about it, but I haven't had all of you guys. Like, it doesn't matter if you guys are like, if it's like an 18-1 Triton versus a 1-18 Newburyport. Like, not that has ever really happened, but it just doesn't matter how good the teams are in any particular year. That game like is always a battle, right?
Yeah, we can always count on them to be a competitor. Every game, every season. Yeah. But that's just it keeps us going, it keeps us motivated. And we can always look forward to that being a good game.
It's one of those unique rivalries, and TJ, I think I told Sam this last time. One of my favorite parts about that rivalry is there are games with like not necessarily cheap shots, but just like physical as can be, like just like up and down, like borderline dirty. But usually it doesn't cross that line. Sometimes it does, but it's usually a pretty clean battle. But it can be a battle. I love that, and you never see any like shenanigans in that handshake line, which I always like. Yeah, you know, it seems like respectful. You guys go to your locker rooms, which are right next to each other. And but like I'm always surprised that like I'm surprised that something doesn't happen afterwards, but you leave it all out there on the ice, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It's just unbelievable playing them. Yeah, I would go right now and play them.
You want to go play right now? Want to set it up? Want to text them?
I'll set them up.
Uniqueness of sharing that rink, boys. Connor?
Sharing it with Ford?
Yeah.
Well, obviously the ice has both of our logos on it.
We gotta repaint that rink though.
Yeah, sure.
So repaint it too.
That's our rink.
It's our rink now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that won't be noted anywhere around here. I see what you're saying there. Okay, I'm surprised I'm not getting text already. But what's it like though? I mean, it is weird, right? It's someday you guys are literally crossing during practice times and everything, right?
Most of our practices were like right after theirs, so
yeah,
we'd always just be standing out there, warming up a little bit, watching them. I don't know.
Stare them right in the eye.
Yeah, a little bit of intimidation.
Yeah. Again, respectful, right? But it's like, I mean, it is. I don't know. I think high school kids. I can't imagine like more stuff doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bet it does, and you guys just keep it under wraps, right?
Yeah.
Sam
Obviously
says nope, nothing. Obviously, what? Where were we going?
Obviously, there's like a little bit of like fighting, but we just keep it on the ice.
Yeah.
Off the ice, we're all respectful kids.
Yep.
We're friends with some of them. We don't like some of them, but obviously,
no naming names.
Tension's always there.
Yeah.
Tension's always there.
We keep it on the ice.
Keep it on the ice. I like that. What's the? You guys have a new coach who I've had on several times. For all 4 years for you guys. 3 years. Okay, so you guys. I guess so. You had a different coach freshman year. Okay. What's it been like playing for this coaching staff?
I mean, it's been a lot different just between, our coach before that, Coach Weil, he was big on, like, dump and chase. We've changed up just how we approach games, and he's a little
Coach
more
Ryan
back.
Sheehan,
The
too.
whole blueprint is different. But
just a whole different style of play. Yeah. Ryan Sheehan, he's kind of a fairly younger guy, right?
Yeah, fairly like
30, late
coach,
30s maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably one of the younger coaches in the league.
Yeah.
Does that help you relate to him a little bit, you think? Not that you had Drew Weil before, right? He wasn't an older guy necessarily, but it's it does kind of help to have a younger coach, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me and Connor, I think he was a goalie when he was younger.
Oh, there you go.
And he played at Linfield when he was a kid. But
he's got a soft spot for goalies, does he?
Yeah, it definitely helps to just have that connection for sure.
What was the biggest change in like style? You let you guys be more creative as opposed to the grinding kind of style? Is that?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Might just grab it. Yep.
Coach Weil was more of hard hitting kind of coach. A lot of physical game, but
yeah.
I think obviously we still play that way with Sheehan as our coach, but
yeah,
focus more on puck moving than laying bodies.
Yeah. Gotcha. You guys have the talent to puck move too. You got
we got this kid.
Yeah, he can play, huh? I told him last time he was here. I feel like he's been here for 8 years. Like, I remember because I used to call your games more regularly, and I was like, "You're still here." But if you show up next year, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be calling the MIAA.
I wish. I ended too early.
Do you guys
I play one more year too?
There you go. Well, yeah. Well, hey, we all do when it's all over, right? Tyler Godfrey. Does he have an award tonight? I believe. Am I right on this?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about this. He's gonna be at the Garden tonight, right?
Sportsmanship award, right?
Yeah.
Sportsmanship award.
Sportsmanship award. That sounds fancy.
I guess all the coaches. Gave him a
Wow.
nice award.
All the
That's
coaches
real nice.
voted him.
So this is Tyler Godfrey, who's a captain, right? He's one of your
He's a
captains.
Junior, yeah.
Okay. Isn't
Now
he
he's
a
going
junior?
to a Bruins game tonight.
A junior. Now he goes to the Bruins and gets honored during the intermission.
Yep.
It's a pretty cool moment.
It's awesome.
Was he very sportsman-like? He's getting all choked up about it back there.
Yeah, Godfrey's definitely a great leader of the team too. He's been leading the defense all year, and he shows it on and off the ice. I mean, he's very involved in like his schoolwork and everything. He's taking good classes.
Okay.
But
So that's
he's all over everything.
That's a coach's award, though. All the coaches vote.
Yeah, all the coaches.
That's pretty
vote.
good. That's always a cool award when you get the respect of the opposing coaches in the league.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it.
He does deserve it. Yeah.
Wow, you guys all feel strongly about that. All right. I was a little insulted he didn't make it here, but I guess if he has to go to the Garden tonight, that's fine. I don't think he's ever been on the show, but not that we're keeping track.
He's got one more year though.
That's true. You make a
He's got
fine
one more
point.
year.
Yeah. All right. We'll see if we invite him next year. Maybe you guys can come back next year too. You can't play anymore, but you can come on the show still, right?
Yeah.
Do the alum weekend. What's the best part about making a run like that? Is like the fan support coming out, students, school? Is it wearing the jersey in the hallways? People still do that?
Yeah,
Am I
we do.
outdating myself there? Okay, good. We still do that? Good.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah. What's the best part? Is it just the whole thing?
I think the best part about making it there is you go into the year, you start off, you got a lot of fans start off the first couple games, and then it starts to mellow out. It's like, all right, it's there.
It's a long season.
And then we keep going, and it's like, the boys are back on.
Yeah.
And everyone starts to open up again,
We're
and
back.
the fan bus came, and it was big.
Yeah, the fan bus. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's it was a big orchestrated thing from your athletic director there.
Oh yeah.
You got to be pretty good to get a fan bus.
That's
They don't like shelling out extra money for buses, you know. So you guys had great support, though.
Yeah.
Even you
Oh, yeah.
ended at the Songus Arena, you said, in Lowell,
Yeah.
which was always one of my. I used to skate. We didn't make runs like you guys, but when even way back, they may have redid Songus. They redo Songus Arena in recent years.
I have no idea.
I played when I
Not
was
sure.
younger.
We've redone a lot of that campus, so
Yeah. I think they did redo the ice, but I always remember, and maybe you guys can stop me on this if I'm way off base, but I always remember that ice being like some of the best ice around. Was it quicker surface?
Yeah, I mean, just the first time I stepped in the crease, it was a lot different from like graph. It was just,
Well, yeah, it's better be different than the graph.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Nothing against the graph. It's your home
It's
rink.
nicer than the graph.
Yeah, it's definitely
is,
it's
yes.
a,
nicer.
Yeah.
It's a warmer rink too because they cool the ice from the ground up
Yeah.
instead of just freezing the whole rink.
Yeah.
So
And your parents.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
similar to Endicott too.
And
It's a warmer rink.
I would have taken graph any day over that.
Oh yeah.
Sam the grinder back there. I remember.
graph. Oh.
So I remember doing a game with Kenny Hodge. Here's a question for both of you goalies, actually, because you've probably both been in the same crease. And they literally had to stop the game. Ken Hodge was the Newburyport goalie for a while, up to last year. And they literally had to stop the game with a minute and a half left because his skate had gone through the ice and was like on the concrete underneath. Like it had, like I guess he was like, I'm looking down at him and he's like waving, and his skate is literally going through the ice. So I think I don't know if you had ever had that happen right in front of the
I've never
Zamboni
encountered
door.
that,
Zamboni door. I don't know.
But
Is that a rough crease?
That would definitely get to me for sure. But
Oh yeah, that would be.
Have you had any issues in that spot?
no, I've had no issues. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes the
Nah,
net will
not
fall off a lot, but I mean,
That does happen a lot there.
but
There was one point I thought you guys were all kicking it off in dangerous situations.
yeah, that'll happen. But yeah,
See
Ken
Sam
Hodge-
coming down the wing, kick that thing right off. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's that. And then you get the quirky bounces, too, which you goalies have to get used to. Those live boards behind you.
Yeah, every once in a while, though, you'll catch a puck that just zings off the glass, and while it's wrapping around, it'll just bounce right out front. You gotta watch out for that
Right.
every once in a while.
And Sam, of course, knows how to use it. I see him rocket it from his own blue line sometimes and then chase after it.
I don't know. Not
That's a
that.
Cohan thing.
Yeah, that's a
That is a
Who
Cohen
who does
thing.
it?
Connor
Co-
Cohan.
Connor
Go ahead.
Cohen.
That would be icing, by the way, what I just said, but you know what I mean. Get it up to the red line. So you're more of a shifty guy, I guess. Sorry to insult your puck handling skills.
All right.
That's definitely not me. That was somebody else. Well, that's good. So you guys always have a great home ice advantage. You wish you played your tournament game there, Sam. Sorry you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Neutral ice. It's kind of something cool about neutral ice, though, right? Kind of shows that you've made it.
I actually
Nah,
kind of
that's
hate
true.
it. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
there's
lie.
nothing cool about it. I'm not going to
hate
sell you on this at all.
All
Not
my
even the
best
warm
friends.
environment.
I don't know.
Garden
I
would be
think-
some good neutral
I
ice,
think
though. For
playoff
sure.
game
Yeah.
one should have been at Graph. The second game should have been at Haverhill at Masco's home rink, and the third one we should have went to Boston Latin's home rink.
You would have been fine with that.
I would have been better with that. Yeah.
What do we? I didn't realize how passionate you were about this. What is it that you hate about Saugus?
it's way too warm. I always.
It's just
I
too
can't do
comfortable.
it. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
It's too nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is too funny. Let's get back to you for a second, Sam, because you mentioned like you're in a 4-year experience guy. You were playing. You were getting a lot of time as a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Yet senior year, you go on the ice for first tournament game, and you got the butterflies going.
Mm-hmm.
Like that must make every kid who's ever been nervous to step on the ice go, "Oh, it's okay. Sam has it too."
Oh, yeah.
You know? What do you tell those guys to kind of calm them down? Now, I mean, you eventually did, but what's the just nature of the beast, I guess?
I don't know. I think if you got the butterflies, you gotta get out there and hope that some guy tries to light you up and gets you good for a second.
You wanted to get hit.
I think you need woken up or something like that.
Wow. Did you? I mean, can you guys look around and like see in somebody's eyes like when they're like need to be engaged or something? Ben is the goalie. He's like, yes.
Yeah, in the locker room before.
In the locker room before? You gotta grab the mic there, Ben.
Yeah, you can just tell sometimes, but looking around the locker room, I mean, definitely off the Masco win, it was, I think that helped a lot of the guys' confidence.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the first few games we started off slow sometimes, but usually we pick it up right away after like the first shift or two if that's what it needs. But I don't know. We just try to tell everybody play the game, keep it simple. It's just another one. But
you know it's not.
yeah, underlying all that, yeah, you know it's not, but I don't know. That's what we try to do.
TJ, is it? Sam says, you know, it helped him to get hit. Is it get hit or go deliver a hit? Is that kind of how you get engaged?
That's how I operate.
Yeah.
I'll go in the corner, hit someone, they'll hit me. I'm like, all right, here
We're
we go.
good. All right.
I'm in.
That is good. I mean, it is funny to hear you guys talk like that because I can completely picture it. I mean, that's not an environment you're used to all the time, and you get all those thoughts about 4 years playing, senior year now, one and done. All these things are in your head. Crazy, but anyways, it's good to talk that stuff out, Sam. Glad we did it. Any advice from you for calming the nerves?
I didn't have any nerves. I was just like, I'm gonna beat you to every puck, and that's how I operate.
Well, there you go.
So
Two different.
I was ready to go.
I get very nervous on the putting greens. You guys play any golf?
A little bit.
I can't putt. I can get there.
Yeah.
But I just once I get on the green, it's just
train
like
wreck. Yeah, see,
bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I try not to do that, but
it's bad.
I went through like a year with the yips, you know, and like even like my guys, you know, stopped giving me like even these little putts, and it's like embarrassing. I'm like grinding over these like 3-inch putts. Hockey guys are usually good golfers. None of you guys have really taken up the games yet.
We got some golfers on the team.
Just not in this room.
Yeah, nobody in this room though.
It's spring.
He's good.
I'm starting to get in golf phase right now with the end of the winter sports season. It's right around the corner, you know.
I'm ready to go golfing.
There you go. Just not putting.
Yeah, I know.
Get over.
I'm really driving range.
You know what they say. You drive for show. Mm-hmm. You know the finish to that. You putt for dough. See?
Yep.
Yeah. Now I am my grandfather. Very good. You boys got 10 more minutes in you here?
Yeah, we got.
All right, we'll take a quick break and come back with the guys from the Triton Vikings hockey squad, wrapping up a great year that just ended the other night. Had some big wins along the way, including a few tournament wins. So we'll be back with Connor Beavers, Sam Rennick, TJ Regan, and Ben Fougier in just a moment. Lexi Foley producing the radio side, Tyler Neufeld, David Kramer on the TV side. My name is Drew Moholland. Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. We are here with the boys from the Triton boys hockey team who had a great season, although they're not completely satisfied. I guess it makes sense. Win it all or doesn't matter, but some have higher bars than others. Sam Rennick, Connor Beavers left to right, Sam Rennick, TJ Regan, Ben Fougier. We've been having some good conversations here in the season. I guess one thing we haven't talked about, guys, you guys are all seniors. Winter season is over. There's only one more season left on the calendar. Kind of crazy, right? Yeah. Big chapter in life coming ahead for, I think, for 3 of you guys. College. Ben, did we decide yet?
Not yet, but I'll be going to probably University of South Carolina or Colorado at Boulder.
Okay. Wow. Definitely. That's really zeroed in.
Yeah. I want to get out of New England for 4 years, just check something else out.
Colorado. You like the mountains out there?
Yeah. It's they got a lot of good stuff. But
skier.
Yep.
Yeah. You just made it sound like I was touristy there with the. Yeah. They have mountains, I guess. Sure, but.
Yeah, hiking in the summer too. So. Yeah, they got a lot.
Oh, so you're in it for the hiking.
Oh, both.
Very good. Well, that sounds good. It's cool. I've never actually been to Colorado. It's kind of I've always wanted to.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, it's a good bucket list. I think everybody I know who's gone out there said they enjoyed it. My cousin lived out there for many years, so have fun if you do. How about you, TJ?
Westfield State or Keene State is
final two.
Criminal justice. Yep.
Wow, very intense.
Yep.
What gets you into that? A lot of law
My
and
dad's
order.
a cop. Yeah.
Oh, your dad's
My
a cop?
grandfather was a cop. So.
Really? Where around here?
Boston.
Wow, both Boston cops.
Yeah. Well, my dad's a Massport, which is the seaport area.
Yep.
And all that, and then Boston, Dorchester was my grandfather.
Wow.
He was right in Dorchester.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, that's some. There you go. That's some serious business. Well, good. Good luck with that. You leaning one way? You're not ready to commit. It's fine.
I'm not ready.
It's okay.
I'm not ready.
It's fine. Perfectly fine. Connor?
I want to go to Merrimack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice and close.
Excellent campus. Excellent. Yeah. Stay close. Beautiful campus, actually. It's small, but it's very nice.
I'm a fan of the small area.
Yeah. What are they, like a couple thousand?
I'm not sure.
People, not money.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
It's not that big, though.
I think because I went to a small school, too, but that was like 4,000. I think Merrimack was a little bit smaller, so.
Yeah, my big ones were there and UMass Lowell, but I went toward Lowell, way too big for me.
It's way too close to Songus, which Sam wouldn't allow you to go to.
Merrimack is a nice campus, too.
Yeah. You can watch some good hockey. Good hockey, East hockey, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go. And Sam, last time we talked, you were still deciding. You're not sure what you're going to do yet. You're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Family pulling you in all different directions.
I'm on the edge.
You're your own man. You'll decide when you decide.
That's exactly it.
Good. And all right, so there you go. You guys, is it feel like the right time? I know you guys kind of joked about saying you'd sign up for next year hockey in a second if you had to do it again. But does it feel like the right time to move on to college? Right time for a new chapter?
Send it towards you guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking towards anyone.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely ready to go off, but I'm also trying to enjoy every bit of the senior year in high school as I can. But,
That's the right answer.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Ease
going well to
into
this
it.
point for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. How about same thing for you, DJ?
So, yeah, just ease into it.
Connor was kind of quick to say he's ready to go. I think he's about sick of you guys. It's been a good run.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I love
with
these
you.
guys.
Aw, that was sweet. That was very nice.
Soft on us.
Don't get soft on us.
I'll try.
That's too funny. What was what's the one moment of this hockey season? Usually there's like I don't know. Sometimes it's more than one moment, but usually there's like one moment in a hockey season where like you guys come together as a group. Was there one for you guys? Maybe a stretch? I don't know. Something that stands out?
It's got to be the second port game.
I think it was the second port game.
Leading up to the port game, we had a pasta party the night before. And we had his dad, Chris Beavers, and Paul Cohan come in the room.
Yep.
And give us a little speech.
The dads give you.
They gave us a little speech. And
They both played for Triton.
Yeah.
Okay.
It got us going. They came in and to sum it up, they said, this is the last game you guys, your seniors get to play against Port, and you want to leave with that one under your belt. It's about beating them the last time, and we did it.
We got it done.
There you
got
go.
it done. What was the score of that game?
3-1.
Doesn't matter.
3-1.
What did you steal some of that speech for your pre-Masco game speech?
Oh no, I didn't do that one.
Oh, you did the final one?
No, I did do the mask
Yeah, you
speech,
did the
but
Masco.
I didn't steal any of theirs. No.
Oh yeah. I'm just asking. It's fine to borrow things. It's not plagiarism. Well, that's good. So the pasta parties, that's always a fun part for, especially the hockey guys. They seem to have like more fun with the pasta parties than like some other teams.
Yeah.
Hockey guys are kind of characters outside.
It's definitely
Love
fun.
pasta parties. Love them. They're great.
Who had the best one this year? You can name drop.
I'm sticking with Brad Killian.
I think of Brad Killian.
Connor's had like 3
Or,
or 4.
yeah, I know.
You
All
had
the
3 or 4
playoffs.
pasta parties?
Yeah, through the playoffs, every time we had a game, the day before, we would have one at my house after practice.
Who's
Sorry,
stepping up
buddy.
there? Is that mom or dad or
That's
you?
my
Who's pushing
mom.
that? Your mom?
That was my mom, all
Give
her.
You can give her a shout out for 3 pasta parties. My
Shout
God.
out Sarah Beavers. Great lady.
It's unbelievable. 3 or 4 having you guys 4 times having you guys in the house. Lose my mind. I can't have 3 or 4 of you guys in this room. Never mind. Just kidding, of
Make
course.
it 20.
20, what? Yeah, 20. What does it
20
take to
plus.
feed 20 guys?
A lot of Giuseppe's.
Giuseppe's?
Chicken parm, pasta.
It's going to be an all-day affair for mom.
Yeah. I think
You weren't paying any attention, were you? You're
Oh,
gonna
no.
look back
That's
someday.
all her. I got other stuff to focus on.
Well, sure. Yeah, you'll be looking back someday and going, "How in the world did you
Yeah.
prepare dinner for 20 people?"
It's amazing.
It's worth it.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, there you go. That is cool. That's always an underestimated thing, is the parents stepping up to do that stuff. And who was the other one you said was the best? Killian?
Yeah, Brad Killian.
What made that one unique?
His family. I'm
Yeah.
sticking with
His
it. That family
It's the
is
people with you,
incredible.
Sam. It's not about the food. It's about the people.
They're incredible.
I love Mr. Killian.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a character.
Oh yeah.
He is a character.
I wish I could hear some of that pasta party speech. How does that work? You walk in, like, the living room? You guys are all...
No, weren't we in like the
We're all in-
sunroom
yeah,
or
we were in
something?
his
You're in the
sunroom.
sunroom?
And
you
Completely
see-
caught off guard?
Paul
Yep.
Coe came in and just shut the door. And we were like, what?
We were like, what's going
was like,
on?
"Listen
here?
up."
What's happening?
No kidding, really? That is too funny. You guys are all like, what is going on
Yeah.
here?
Just sitting there eating food. And just,
Everybody
up.
drops their forks.
all right, listen here, boys.
We were ready to fight him, honestly. We were like, what are you about to do? We're ready to fight.
Yeah, we got to throw hands.
Strength in numbers here. Oh, that is too funny. All right, so those are the moments though you guys felt like you came together, as those off the ice
Yeah.
pasta parties.
Oh yeah.
What about was there like a moment of like levity that was just like a clown moment that was like, this is what makes hockey seasons fun? Maybe somebody does something completely stupid or something, and it's just like, that's why I love this group. Again, keep it clean if you don't mind. That could be a risky question, I've noticed.
Definitely the shaving our heads for playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's always
That's
fun.
always a treat. Yeah. That's
Did you-
always great.
That was funny.
Wow.
I
A
walked.
little bit.
Yeah, this is good.
What has happened there?
Tyler Godfrey's definitely
Here,
the best
can you,
one. though.
Oh my
Lexi,
God.
what's the best camera there for him to show that? Does that one work? Yeah, that's a pretty good
Yeah,
shot
right
there.
there.
Try to look right over here. Lean,
Turn this up.
yeah. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Just look forward. Don't try to see yourself. Just lean towards me. Put your head down. Oh yeah, up a little, up a
Too
little,
low.
up a little.
I think
Yeah,
Godfrey's
there it
is
is.
the best.
How about that?
Godfrey's
Godfrey's got to be the best when he was growing the facial hair too. He was one scary kid.
Scary.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, what's the deal with the shit? You guys just stick a razor in for like a half a second, or that's what yours looks like? What is the goal with this?
Yeah, well, our freshman year we did it. Basically, what
Mohawks.
happened freshman year was the seniors just got us all in the locker room
Yeah.
and just told us what was gonna happen. So
Yeah.
we had a few minutes to prepare. But yeah, this year I don't know. It's just trying to show our dedication. Just the
What is
we're
the
all
actual-
buying in.
What's the actual cut though? I've seen like the whole buzz. I've seen the Mohawks. I've seen the Hawk Mows. I don't exactly know what that is. That's a little.
Yeah, it was a little wider, but I don't know. I figured each win we would get, I was gonna make it a little.
Okay. I like
closer
that.
in towards the center until. And then if we won the Garden, I would just go bald.
Yeah.
I'd get the shaving kit out and just go to work on it.
All right. You ever done that before?
No.
It's been quite the experience.
Yeah, I would.
All right. TJ, I think you look normal, clean cut here.
Yeah,
How
I
did this
just
happen?
shaved the sides. I got away with it this
Oh.
year. You really did.
This is a
I
very
got
clean
away
cut
with
look
it,
from
yeah.
you here.
Yeah, it just seems like a regular haircut, but in
Yeah.
the back it's all messed up.
it
You
is.
go get it fixed.
All
but
right. So you're hiding.
It was
well.
worth it. It was worth it.
You're
We had a
hiding.
good run.
You're hiding the chaos well, is what you're saying. And what do you got under the hat there, Sam? Is that what you have there?
He's got nothing. He's
I
got
stayed
nothing.
out of it. I
He
stayed
chickened
out.
out.
I didn't
He
want
stayed
it.
out of it. He was working on his speech. He's working
Yeah.
on his
Yeah,
speaking
he was
speech.
writing it. Yeah.
And it kind of, you got a little.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
You just got high.
I got it fixed the other day, so.
You got it
it's not
fixed.
bad.
Oh, okay. So we're at already got it
Sides.
fixed level.
Yeah.
What's the barber's reaction when you go in to get that thing fixed?
Oh no, we just did it in the locker room. Right after
Oh, you guys
practice,
fixed them
yeah.
yourselves.
Gave one of our teammates. A
No, I
razor.
know, but when you go to like get it fixed, you do it
Oh.
yourself, and then you got to bring it to a professional to fix it, right?
Oh, I just had someone come to my house and cut it for me.
Oh yeah. Is that mom again?
No, it's
Oh,
one of
okay.
the family
I was
members.
gonna say she's starting to do it all.
Does everything.
Actually, Sam's got his Maple Leafs hat on. We talked about this. You can tell the people why you're wearing a Maple Leafs hat.
I'm a huge Kessel fan.
Phil Kessel, yeah.
Yeah.
I told him during the commercial break that he was like 7 when Phil Kessel started playing for the Bruins, and I couldn't stand the guy when he was with the Bruins. Now I kind of like him, but I told him he missed his bad Phil Kessel years. It's annoying. Nights off and all that stuff. You would not have liked him at 7 years old. Or maybe you would have. I don't know. But there you go. That's why he wears the Phil Kessel. And he wears it at practice too, boys, you said, right?
Yeah. he used
Oh
to.
yeah, back in youth, he used to wear the Phil Kessel jersey on the ice instead of the Triton hockey ones.
Were you like the only one?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I was that guy.
You were that guy.
Loves to stand up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me just wear my Phil Kessel jersey. That is hysterical. I really wouldn't have liked you back then. Oh, that's too funny. Again, we're joined by Connor Beavers, Sam Rennick, TJ Regan, and Ben Fougier. These guys are part of the Triton hockey great run this season that ended the other night after a couple of great wins, including that Masco victory. Would you guys say that Masco win's the best win of your 4-year career? You had some good ones. I know Newburyport's huge. I don't know. That Masco, I mean, that's a Super 8 caliber team there. That doesn't happen too often where you handily beat a team. Not even like a fluke 1-0 game where you just stand on your head, Ben.
Yeah, I
Domination.
mean, it was a totally different game just because of the playoff, that aspect of things. But I mean, I think it was some close games during the season against Masco as well. They beat us by like 1 or 2 goals twice in the season, but and the second goal being an open netter.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. They're a great
You're going to
team.
make sure you note that, right?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we definitely stepped up for that, and
We played a full 3.
Yeah, we're definitely
Full
happy
3?
about that one.
I bet that's something you've heard from your coaches, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a coach's line. Full 3, please. Well, that's cool. So what's the win? Let's think back to all 4 years. What is the one then that stands out? We can start on that side since Sam's got this one. Give me the mic.
Newburyport.
It is a Newburyport game.
Which one? I want exact.
All right, the second game freshman year, we went into it, and for the 3 of us, TJ wasn't with us before that. He was the newbie. But for the 3 of us before that, we'd always play Newburyport, and it wasn't like Newburyport always beat us, you know?
When we say we, it's like you're watching the older guys.
No, I'm saying like us in like younger years before the old
Oh,
guys.
okay, growing up. Youth
So-
hockey, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right,
so it wasn't Port always beating us every time, and then we get there freshman year, and we lost to them in that first game, and the seniors are like, oh, we never beat them, you know, it's been a good 5 years or something like that.
Right.
And then that second game, when we actually beat them in the locker room, we had seniors crying. It wasn't even a playoff win or
Really?
anything, but it was an emotional win.
Wow, that is something you never forget, huh?
That is. It was incredible.
Wow. And I know you mentioned, I think we talked about this last time, how you took a lot from those senior captains that were older than you as a youngster in that locker room. So
Yeah.
that must have been something that always sat with you, huh?
Especially Jack Norton. I
Jack Norton.
love that kid.
Shout out to Jack Norton.
He's a
He
good player.
FaceTimed me
Yeah.
on the way to the Songus Arena
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
I can't swear, but he said,
No, you
he
can't.
said, let something go, you know?
Was it just for you, or did you get the whole bus
It was
involved?
me and TJ that saw
Oh
it.
yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that is very cool. A lot of those alums keep in touch with you guys. Did you get some text messages after that win?
Yeah, like a good amount.
Probably.
One of our alums, Kyle McKendry,
Yep.
he goes to UMass Lowell. He commentated our game, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Came
Shout out
into
to
the locker room
Kyle.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Where'd they broadcast it for?
I think it was just the UMass Lowell.
UMass Lowell Television.
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool.
No, it was the Triton VTV thing.
Oh, was
Oh, that's
It
right.
was like our little
Oh.
YouTube
Oh,
channel.
right,
it?
right.
It was Triton VTV, I guess.
There you go. Let's get all the answers this guy.
He knows everything.
Let's go with you, Connor. Favorite win all these years?
Probably one of the Port wins, yeah.
Yeah.
Port games were always huge for everyone on the team. Always emotional times, especially the last one we played in senior
Yeah.
year. That was a big win for us.
Practice a little different leading up to that Port game. Last practice.
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
definitely a lot more intense
Yeah.
before that game. Yeah.
How about you, TJ?
So I don't know if it was.
Are you changing it up on us?
sophomore or June. No, I'm
No, it's Newburyport.
It's a Port game. Sam, you might need to help me out.
I can picture Coach Yameen right now for Newburyport just taking notes. Like, go back to
So-
this video next year. You're gonna need
So
to watch this before.
So Sammy had it at like the blue line or something, and somehow it squared out to me, and I was just going. It was just me and Kenny Hodge
Yeah.
alone, and I went forehand, backhand, put it over his shoulder, and it was just like, wow.
Not that you remember it, but you went forehand, backhand, top shelf. Yeah.
I don't know what year it was, but sophomore year.
Sam remembers.
Sophomore
There you
year.
go. Wow. How about that? And yeah, Kenny, that was a good goaltender.
And he
there,
was a
Kenny
good
Hodge.
goalie, so I was like,
You guys had some battles there.
Yeah, he was definitely a competitor in the Cal. I know him.
Did you ever break your hand on a ping
Masco
pong table
goalie.
like he did?
No, I never did
That's
that.
why I remember he
but-
was hurt for a while. It was like I felt really bad for him because he's a really good kid, and he like broke his hand on a ping pong battle or something.
Yeah, Connor's brother actually, I think a few years ago, he punched the glass in the graph ring so hard that he broke his hand. Couldn't
Yeah.
play for a few months.
This is- well, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, Mikey did.
Who was he mad at? Was it Sam? Did you agitate him?
No, it's intense.
It was
Just an
some
intense
other
guy?
team.
Some other kid that will go unnamed.
I think it was Josh Darcy, one of the seniors.
Oh, Darcy, yeah.
Yeah.
Darcy, he had that, didn't he? Was it just spelled wrong on the sheet? He had that like weird apostrophe.
Yeah,
It was like, is
No,
it
that's
D?
spelled
Is,
right,
is it
yeah.
like DRC or Darcy?
I don't know. We just say Darcy.
You guys don't even know. Now I don't feel bad. That's interesting. Yeah, but that was a fluke. You must love going against those great goaltenders, and it must be terrible to see tough injuries too as a fellow goalie. But how much you love those battles versus an elite goaltender like that?
Oh, I mean, it's always good. Yeah, it's always good to know that we're not gonna get fluke goals. I mean, the better team's gonna win in general, not just because a bad bounce or something.
Yeah.
But and like blowout games, they're I don't know. It's always good to have a close one with a good goalie, and I loved those battles for sure.
Two goalie question. I'll ask both of you guys. Who's the toughest guy to stop on your team? Your own team.
I think it depends a lot, but I mean,
Sam says he's got you figured out.
not quite, but I'll still get him sometimes for sure. He's always going glove side high, so I know where he's going every time.
Predictable.
I'd say Tommy Gerard. He's got a pretty good shot. Like most of the time, he won't hit the net.
Defenseman, right?
Like a lot of us.
Tommy?
No, he's a
No,
forward.
he's
Playing forward.
forward.
All right.
Yeah, on his line actually, but he gets some good ones.
Got you guys going in that Masco game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Oh,
heard.
yeah.
TJ was out on the ice for that. He was,
He was there.
I made sure I said that.
yeah, we're setting the tone there. That's too funny. Who was the locker room clown? Who's the guy that kept things loose? And there's always that like one guy, right?
I think it's the goalies. Honestly, I'm gonna give it
Goalies,
to these two.
they are quirky,
Yeah.
aren't they? The goaltenders.
They're weirdos. Yeah. It's the goalie
You gotta
rats.
be to play that position. That's two.
Yes.
All right. So you guys win that award. Very good. Who's in control of the locker room music?
Ooh.
It's Derek Maida and
Derek
Matt
Maida.
Duncan. Those two.
Matt
Ooh, those
Duncan,
names
yeah.
haven't come up. Those youngins or are they?
No, they're
No, they're
seniors.
both seniors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I know those guys. We haven't had them on.
I think this is Duncan's first or second year on varsity. First year.
So how did they win music control? That's a big honor.
Yeah, it just means the difference between Maida's got it when we want like the new music that's just like coming out with
you got a new
rappers
school and an
stuff.
old school guy.
And then we got the other playlist where it's just
We got the real
the
playlist.
AC/DC, Black
AC,
Sabbath,
yeah.
all the old stuff.
That's like the about to hit the ice music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. What are you guys listening to these days? What's the? I'm always curious, and then I never know who the hell you're talking about. But
I mean, before every game, we always play Hell's Bells, Thunderstruck.
Hell's Bells has to be one of the. That's one of the more common hockey answers, I think. But,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
And we got some Linkin Park for sure.
Yes.
Bleed It Out.
Linkin Park.
Some drop the world.
Interesting.
Drop the world. That's one.
Yeah, some
Drop the
Lil
World.
Wayne. and
Lil
then,
Wayne.
Oh, some Little
Yeah,
Wayne.
it's a big one. I like
You guys
that.
really like Lil Wayne? All right.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill,
You
definitely.
and that's like Robert Kraft's guy there, right? There was no when he helped get out of prison or something.
Yeah, exactly. He gave him a nice chain too.
Oh, that's right. He had the
He
Super
had
Bowl
the chain after the Super Bowl.
Quite the off season. We'll leave it there for. But all right, so we got the music thing figured out. What's another good last question? What else do we not know? What do I not know about Triton hockey? I feel like I know you guys pretty well now after an hour with you guys and an hour before with Sammy Reddick. What do I not know about you guys?
What's he
Give
done
me,
now?
give me one fun fact, intangible.
Fun fact, you got one?
You-
I think there's more stuff that we don't know about you.
Oh, there you go.
You know about us.
You'd like to ask questions? Go ahead. Feel
What's
free.
your favorite color?
Blue.
I like
Fun
that
fact
too.
there.
Favorite color
I'm
too?
colorblind.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I like blue.
Close colors like blue and like dark purple's a struggle. On St. Patrick's Day one day, I thought I was wearing a green shirt, dark green, and it turned out it was brown. Got some interesting responses on that one. Stuff like that, but close colors. That's it. That's all you wanted to ask.
That's all I got.
I finally gave somebody a shot to ask me a question. You asked what color I like.
How about the favorite NHL player versus
Since
Kessel?
I hated Phil Kessel, my favorite is easy. Is actually my favorite probably my favorite athlete of all time is Patrice Bergeron.
Wow.
Good answer.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
You guys like
All
that?
right, wait. I got a big one actually.
Okay.
I got a big one.
Sure.
Triton hockey or Newbury?
Nope,
Court
can't
hockey?
do that. There's a little,
you gotta
there's a
answer
little,
that
there's a
one.
little
Come
something.
on.
There's a little. So you gotta stay neutral in this world. This is a whole different world I'm living in here.
All right. We'll pretend you said Triton.
You can pretend anything you want. Good question. Maybe that's a good question to end with, Sammy. That's perfect. Did you have one, TJ? I'm sorry. The other three. have
When
got
did
to
you
ask
start this whole radio thing?
one. Like when did I really start it?
Yeah.
like college. Since you guys are all going to college, if you're interested, I highly suggest you get into hopefully your school has a radio station, because you learn so much stuff, mostly what not to do. Like when one of my buddies thought nobody was listening and thought you could like swear, and then the next morning the radio station was shut down for like 2 months. But somebody's always listening, number one rule. But yeah, college radio was the biggest kind of thing to get you into it. Then I suggest interning. Always intern. You get to know people. That's kind of the biggest thing. You don't have to really be that smart. You just get to know people and help people along the way, and then they kind of return the favor. So there you go. You have to be good too, but it is kind of a lot of getting to know and make connections and that sort of stuff. There you go. Those are good questions. One more. You got another one, Sam? What, you want another one?
I don't know.
I got one.
Okay.
If you could go one place in the world, where would it be? Anywhere in the world.
That's tough.
I want to go.
Color.
I kind of did. I did for my honeymoon. I did Costa Rica, which was I really wanted to do, and I fell in love with Costa Rica. So I kind of want to go back there, but probably a place I haven't been. Dublin.
Huh.
Wow.
Do the Ireland thing. Guess cool with that.
Yeah.
Good. Pleasure, boys. That's it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
End with questions for me. That was fun. We might make that part of the thing. Lexi, good luck with the ear piercing or nose piercing. What are you doing? Nose piercing for Lexi this weekend. Thank you for your great producing this week. Yes, good luck. I'm not doing it myself. No needles for me, but good luck with that, boys. Congrats on a great season. Connor Beaver, Sam Reddick, TJ Regan, Ben Fougere. My name is Drew Moholland. Big thanks to Lexi, Tyler, David, Sarah. We'll be here next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. My name is Drew Moholland. Afternoon Drive, Joppa Radio.